Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Boom and Barbecue. Please excuse my voice. I am a little sick today and some little frog in my throat, but I'm not going to let that stop me from creating videos. So today we're going to be doing a couple of different things. I'm going to be smoking a brisket. This one is not for me. It's for one of my managers at work. I brought in some samples of my brisket, which, I love to share. Got to share that barbecue love, as Harry Sue would say. They liked it so much they asked me to make one for them, and in trade I got a membership to a wholesale club, one of his memberships, which is going to be a good thing for my barbecue. So I'm also going to be doing 2 racks of ribs, all from Costco. This particular brisket is a Costco brisket. I got choice today because I ran through the primes and didn't really like what I was seeing. Most of the flats were very thin, so I went with a nice size choice one. So this was about a 13-pounder. Before trimming all the heavy fat off it, they're down to $3.99 a pound now, as opposed to the prime is still $4.49. It has come back down in price, so thank goodness for that. So right now I'm going to show you my thermometers, because today we'll not be using the digital probes to temp my grill. So it means I'm gonna have to stay on top of the grill, check my fire, because I want to see. I'm going to work with these thermometers, since I spent some good money on those, and I got all 3 in. So just to get you an idea what's going on, because I've got wood in there burning already. The top thermometer is showing about 200. The stack thermometer is showing about just under 200. And the one closest to the grill is showing, almost 300. So I don't have a water pan in right now. I'm sure that will change the prospect. I might have to adjust also the charcoal grate inside to see if I can get them a little bit more close. So that's for that. Let's get to seasoning the meat. I did all the trimming to save time. There's plenty of other barbecue guys out there that have better videos on trimming, so I'll let you guys watch those. Any of the ones you see on my subscriptions have good trimming videos. So I will season for you though, so let's get to that. Okay, here's the brisket. I trimmed it a bit round, tried to round out. It's not too bad of a flat, as you can see. There's a good amount of fat on this. The point muscle doesn't seem to be a very huge one, but time will tell when we cook it. So my rubs today are going to be, that's the Killer Hogs AP, but I ran out of that, so I made my own. I had to refill it again, so this time I did 2 parts kosher salt, 1 part seasoned salt, 3 parts pepper, 2 parts garlic powder, and 1 part onion powder. So that's the mixture that's going on first. Then I have my coffee seasoning there, and then this dry, smoky dry rub. Also got from these 2, I got from Aldi. This one has a bit, let me give you a look at this one. This one has a bit of, you can see bits in there, which I like that for the, for the coating, because it gives a little bit of extra texture to the bark. So let's get this started so we can get it on the grill. So, okay. I'm going to try to do this. So I like to put this on quite a bit liberally. Nice coating. We'll get the sides. Right. And let's see on top here. Just flip it over. The fat side. I like full coverage, so. As they say, never rub your rub, but you always pat it in. Right. Need a bit more up here, on top. Okay, next for the coffee rub. The coffee rub adds some nice flavors. It's got the coffee, and it also has cocoa. Makes it for a very interesting, and it gives it a nice color. Like that mix. Mostly we're just going to hit the top with this and the sides. I don't think we need this one on the fat. And we're going to finish off with the smoker grill. Let me take a break for 2 seconds. Okay, just had a little bit of a coughing fit I had to take care of. One side. Okay, let's go with the sprinkle side. And now for the smoky rub. You can see the nice big chunks of garlic and onion in there. That's mostly going to just be on top. Just for that texture. Okay. Cover this end part here. This part is not holding too well. Let's see a little bit more. That's on that. A little coffee. And then a little smoky over here. Alright, this puppy's ready to go on the grill. Let's head on over. Okay, I adjusted the charcoal thing and now it's really in the opposite direction now. Pardon the hand. The left thermometer is reading about a little over 250. The top one's reading just under 250, and now, actually no, that's okay. I was looking at the wrong side, but yeah, they're all running around 250, so that's pretty good. It's pretty equal now. All three thermometers right around 250. So let's pop this puppy on. I'm gonna go on the bottom shelf. I need my tool. So a little bit more. Point side facing the, so we're here. I want this to sit right about here. I don't have the thermometers to put into it yet, and I'm not sure how I got fat in here, but I want to get rid of that. Okay. Okay, brisket on. Well, let's shut this down, let it cook a little bit. I'm going to get some probes in it shortly. But now I want to work on the ribs, so let's get to that. Okay, here are the ribs. Like I said, I got the ones with the breastplate removed, but it still has more meat on these. The bones are larger. I didn't like the St. Louis because I think they're a bit on the small side. I wanted a bit more meat and bone to chew on. So we're going to basically be doing these kind of like a brisket. So I'm going to be using the same rubs. I saw on Mad Scientist BBQ, and he basically did the same thing he did to his ribs that he does with brisket. So we're going to wrap it in the butcher paper when it's time to wrap. We're going to be putting lard. I have some pig fat saved. We'll be putting that in the paper and probably on top of the ribs, and then we're going to finish them off that way and see how that comes out. I'm not going to be putting any sauce on these. I have a vinegar-based sauce I want to try, but so we're just going to finish it off, you know, like a brisket basically. So as you can see, I removed the membrane. There's that flap of meat I cut off on both of them, had them nicely trimmed. So let's start with the other side. Meat side first. Same setup. AP. Try to get the sides, although there's not much to the sides. I guess we'll just hit that. Flip them. A little bit there. Miss a spot. Oops. Okay, gonna throw this coffee on there. And then the final smoky for the texture. Whoops, I'm sorry, that was the same one. That was the coffee. Alright. Smoky. There we go. Alright. Just to save time, I'm gonna do the other rack off camera just to save some video time. So see you right back when we're ready to put them on the grill. Okay, these ribs are ready to go on. I'm hoping they're gonna fit on the top rack. Grab my handy dandy tool. Pull this out. Just gonna fit. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, there they are. Let me move them in a little bit. Alright, there they are. Brisket on the bottom, them on top. I will set in the thermometers now, and we'll check on these in about 2 hours. Alright, we'll see you then. Alright guys, it's been about 2 hours now, and you've got to see this. I somehow perfectly tuned my charcoal tray, but I'm going to show you this right up on top. This is the original XD thermometer. It's showing about almost 240. That's up top, but down here, this is where it's at. You see that's right just above 300. Now let's go over to the other side. Pull this out of the way. just above 300. Can't get much closer than that, guys. Unbelievable. I wouldn't believe it myself if I didn't see it. Let me go back to the body harness and we're going to check on the brisket and the ribs. Hold on. Okay, let's open her up. See if we need a spritzing. The ribs looking very nice color. I think I need to switch those around. Looks like the bark's already set. Let me get my handy dandy tool and we will check on, move that in a little further. We'll check on this brisket. Yeah, that is looking nice. Oof. A little jiggly fat there starting to render, I guess. It's looking nice. The bark isn't quite set yet. We'll see. But she's looking really good. I don't even really think she needs a spritz as of yet. Maybe the ribs, but I think the brisket's looking good. So, whoops, let me get that in there. More. Pull these puppies out and we'll give this a spritz. Just using my straight up apple cider vinegar. Give it a little pressure. Yeah, you can see they got that nice red color. On the warm side. Alright, let's see if we can switch these puppies around a little bit. I got a little bit of room. I'll try to pull this puppy down here. Very quick. Move this one up. There we go. Whoops. Woo! That sucker's hot. You can see it's starting to pull back a little here, and not so much on this one, so that's why I move it. This one closer to the box. Alright, looks good. We'll be back in another hour. Just to let you know, there's the temperature of the brisket. There's the point is on the right, flat on the left. It's only after 2 hours. Doing really good. Alright. See you in about an hour. Okay guys, it's hour number 3. I'm pretty sure it's time to take the ribs off. We're going to take a look at them, and we're going to look at the brisket. Right now, the temp on the brisket is matching. So the point has caught up to the flat. They're both 149 right now. So another 20, 30 degrees, I'm going to take it up, and we're going to wrap that puppy. But for now, I'm pretty sure these ribs are ready to go. So let's open her up and take a look. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's definitely set. They are looking very nice. Small bit of pullback on one side. Alright, let's take a look. I'm going to put my probe to the side so it doesn't get in the way. Get my handy dandy little tool. Let's take a look at this brisket here. And she's looking good. She's getting, oh yeah, it's pretty set up in there. I keep doing that with my left hand, not paying attention. It's got a little give to fat. This all here is all nice and set. Pretty yummy, I have to say, but I think we're going to give her a little spritz. So, grab my bottle, pump it up a little bit. I'm going to spritz those ribs too, and then I'm going to pull them off and wrap them. This is all apple cider vinegar, no water. I have a lot of it, so I figured why not. Alright, we'll get these ribs. You gotta get yourself one of these things, guys. It's super convenient. The only pumping you do is at the beginning, and then it comes out under pressure. Nice and easy. Okay. That takes care of the spritzing. I'm going to put this back. Brisket is doing nicely. Alright, I am going to pull these ribs and bring them over to the table to wrap. So I'll see you there. Okay guys, like I said, I'm going to be doing this differently than I would normally do. I just realized I forgot my foil, but what I'm going to do first is we're going to put some of that pig fat, lard I guess you would call it, not tallow but lard. And we're going to put that over the paper. We're going to wrap this in butcher paper, and then I'm going to put a foil boat underneath it, and then I'm just going to go back in the grill. So I'm going to treat it a lot like a brisket. So I'm going to give that a shot. It looked really amazing when Mad Scientist BBQ did it, so it's good enough for me. So let's get started. Let's grab this. Alright. Lovely brush here. I'm going to put this down on paper so it holds the paper. Feel like Picasso. Alright, so we have a good coating of the fat on the paper. I'm going to place one of these ribs. Now just so you see the ribs so far, they got a nice little bendy to them. I'm feeling nice and tender already. I'll pop that over here. I'm also going to put a little bit of fat right onto the ribs. All right. Okay. Bring this back. It's out of the way. Put this a little bit forward. Yeah, I should do this. Cut it once, then we'll fold it. Wrap it again. Fold this like this and put it on there. Okay. Alright, I'm going to wrap the other one and off cam. And I need to go get my foil, so we'll be right back. Okay, gang, they're wrapped and in foil boats. I put the meat side down. Somewhere I heard that that's what you should do. I think because the meat side will stay in the juices, it'll help tenderize them more. So let's open this puppy up again. To check the fire too, because it looks like it's getting low. I'm gonna pop these up top. Give those a poke in about 2 hours. Yeah, my fire dropped while I was wrapping, so we gotta take care of that. That's not a good thing. All right, guys, see you in about probably, I'm guessing the brisket will be ready to wrap before the ribs will be done. So one way or the other, we'll see in a bit. Okay guys, these have been in for 2 hours, so now we're going to check out one of them. I don't want to pull them both in case one's not done, so I'm going to check this one out first. Open up the boat. See that is really completely encompassed this. Oh my, look at the pull back. Look at how juicy they look. Oh my goodness. Let's flip these over so we can cut one and try it. Pulling out the middle. Pull that puppy out, see how it looks. Not a bad smoke ring there. Juicy as all heck, you can see it's dripping. Oh my goodness. It's not overly tender. Let's see, let me give it a taste test. You won't be able to see. Oh. Oh my lord. That is a perfect bite. Oh my god, that is phenomenal. Probably the best ribs I've ever made. Holy cow. Alright, well that's it for the ribs. Now we just have to wait and finish up the brisket. I'm going to pull those other ribs out. I'll have to cut them up and put them inside. So we'll be back when we're checking on the brisket later. Hey guys, here's one note I wanted to make. If you saw my firebox at the beginning of this video, there was a little bit of rust up near the hinges. It also looked like the paint was peeling, but it's amazing what just putting a little bit of oil on there while the firebox is hot. It looks brand new now. The rust is gone. You can't see any chips or anything. I just thought I'd point that out. It's open to oil treatment there when it's hot. Still helps protect the paint. And I still don't have any paint chipping anywhere. So this has been through a lot of heat. Just a side note, guys. Okay, there she is, guys. I pulled her. The point was 181. The flat was 164. The bark is definitely set, no doubt about that. But it's time to get her in the oven. I'm running out of fuel, and she'll be doing just fine in the oven because, as Harry Sue says, BTUs is BTUs is BTUs. She's not going to take any more smoke. She wasn't going to take any more smoke at 140. So once you get past 140, they're not going to take any more smoke. So we're going to wrap her up. First, we're going to put some beef tallow on the paper. Put the jar here to hold it in place. Want to make sure it's nice and covered. This is why when I trim, I save all my fat, because this is where it goes. I'll do a video on beef tallow too. I have a whole bunch of fat, and I bought myself a new meat grinder. So I want to test her out. We can do it on the beef fat and grind it up and then render it. Okay, now we're going to put some on the actual meat, because I don't know too many other people do that, but I it worked out great on the ribs, so we're going to do it on the brisket as well. You can see she's nice and tight from cooking, but you can feel some of the fat render in there, and still got a little bit of a jiggle, so I think she's going to do just fine. We'll get her on here. I'm going to give her a good roll first before we fold the sides. Should have probably spread this out just a little bit. You know what? We'll go over just a little bit on that paper over. Alright, adjustment made. And I'm going to take this and fold it underneath. Okay. And now we need to make a foil boat. Let me get that set up and I'll be right back. Okay, 2 pieces of foil. Shiny side up. And we just kind of wrap it around, crinkle it under. So none of the juices of the fat gets out. On the tray she goes. And this is how she'll go in the oven. Okay. I'm going to call this a night. She's going to go in the oven. And what I'm going to do when she gets to temp, I'm going to let her come out, get down to about 180, 175. I'm going to put her back in and let her rest. I think I'm going to go 6 hours. I went 12 hours last time, and I think that was a little bit too much. So we're going to go for 6 hours this time. And then tomorrow, I'll show you the results. I'm not going to slice into this one because it's not for me. But I will show you how it came out. I'll show you, I'll probe tender it. I'll tender it. You know what I mean. I'm going to probe it for tenderness. It's been a long day. So I will see you all in the morning later. Alright guys, I have to apologize. I promised to show you the brisket when it came out. To the probe test and all that. And since I haven't been feeling well, I kind of forgot about that. Took it out of the oven, just probed it, and vacuum sealed, put it in a vacuum bag and sealed it, and then I got it off to where it was supposed to go. I'm not able to tell you how tender it was. I mean, it felt pretty good probe-wise, but once I hear from the person that I gave the brisket to, I'll let you guys know. So next video, hopefully I'll know by then. So I apologize for that. Trying the best I can. I'm under the weather, so. But you did see the ribs. Pretty sure you saw me wrap the brisket, so finished up in the oven, let it rest for 6 hours. I think it came out okay, but the final test will be what the receiver thinks. So as soon as I find out, I'll let you know. So also, I find a lot of people are naming their grills. Everett Barbecue named his Char-Griller El Guapo. I see a lot of people naming their smokers. I'm not great at that, but if you guys have an idea of what you think I should call this smoker, please put it in the comments, and I'll pick which one I think is the best. So, and give you proper credits for it. So, alright, so that's going to end this video. And I hope that you enjoyed it, even though I kind of messed it up a little bit. So take care, guys, and keep on smoking.